We ask all the deep stuff on the podcast, right? We always have these elongated questions in which I want to ask you, like, oh God, Tom, what was that one life, that one life moment, or what was that one time that was the hardship for you? But this is where we have a little bit more fun. Welcome to Questions of the Hour, Tom Bilyeu. I'm so excited to have you, my friend. Are you ready for 10 to 20 rapid fire questions? I'm going to say 10 to 20 so you don't think too much about it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What was the first thing you usually do when you get up in the morning?
Meditate.
When was the last time you drank alcohol?
Ooh, 6 weeks ago.
I wouldn't think you drink alcohol.
Oh, it's because that was Christmas time. So
When I say red velvet, what comes to mind?
cake.
What would you say is one of your weird quirks?
I obsessively ruminate on something once I get excited about it. However much people think I mean, multiply that by 100.
100. We called you the man of the hour on this very show, but if you had to think of one man of the hour you would coin in your life, who would that be and why?
Ooh. You know who's got the most interesting story I've ever come across, who really, really inspires me? My father-in-law took himself from a tiny village in the mountains of Cyprus, an island I had never heard of until I met his daughter, and ended up running one of the largest shipping companies in the world. Like, how do you pull that off? How? He rode a donkey. I'm not kidding. To get to the hospital, this man rode a donkey. It's crazy. His story is crazy. So I am trying to get him to write an autobiography because, oh my God. So yeah, I'll throw it to him.
Nice. There you go, father-in-law, man of the hour. Do you have any evening rituals? You wake up to meditate. Do you then do that again? Do you have any evening rituals to wind down?
Sort of. So I work until the minute that I go to bed. So the last thing I do every night is I'm reading. So by reading or preparing for a podcast. So I don't consider it a ritual, but that's how I end every day by necessity, if that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. If you could pick a theme song about your life, what would it be?
Oh God. Eye of the Tiger, or yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna stick with that. It wouldn't be true if I had more time to think about it, almost certainly. I'll sneak a second answer in. The lyrics of this song don't work so well, but the way it makes me feel is perfect, and that's The Handler by Muse. That has got to be one of my all-time favorite songs. That shit gets me so hype you can't imagine.
If you could write a book tomorrow, right? Not 6 years from now, tomorrow, about your life, what would the title be and why?
The only book I'd ever be willing to write of a nonfiction nature is The Physics of Being Human. So it'd sort of be about my life. I'd use me as examples, but really it's just getting people to understand that average people can do extraordinary things because of the nature of the brain.
You built a snack bar, what a nutrition bar, really. What's your favorite snack outside of Quest nutrition bars?
I don't eat a lot of snacks. So, I do. Human makes these chocolate covered almonds.
Oh, wait, that's where it's at.
Those are freakish.
How do you usually celebrate a major win?
With my wife. I just want to be with my wife.
Oh, I love
Literally
that.
just hang with my wife.
Not even the dog? You're not going to bring the dog in?
My dog, both dogs will invite themselves. But if I'm honest, it is my wife is the draw.
I love that. Speaking of pets, what's your biggest pet peeve?
When people argue for their limitations.
Yeah. You're like me. You work out all the time. I remember you always saying you'd get up to work out. It's one of the first things you do in the morning, probably after you meditate. When you're going through the weeks, if you had to pick a day as to which one's the favorite day to work out, say leg day, chest day, arms, whatever, what's your favorite workout day?
Yeah. Push. So chest, shoulders, tries for sure.
Yeah. Same. Upper body. What's the last book you read?
I'm doing a challenge this year. So I'm reading 52 novels and 200 volumes of manga. And the last one that I finished was called The 3-Body Problem.
Huh. I'll have to ask you about that later. Do you believe in ghosts or paranormal activity?
Absolutely not.
Same. After having done so many interviews, Tom, through Impact Theory or just even through Inside Quest, who's one person still on your wish list that you haven't yet booked?
Oh, Jordan Peterson.
Mm.
We've technically booked him, but he hasn't come on yet. I am beside myself. I'm very excited. And originally I had turned him down. I can't believe that's true, but it is. And now I didn't know who he was.
Yep.
Anyway, this is speed round, so I'll leave it at that. But we finally got him. I'm very excited.
What does having good energy mean to you?
Ooh, it means mitochondria health. So cellular energy, boys and girls, cellular energy. Get after it.
Get after it. Do you have a favorite interview from Impact Theory?
David Goggins.
Yeah. What would you say is your silver lining right now, especially through the times we're living in?
Oh man, I'm an introvert, so not having a bunch of people around me is magically delicious. So I'm alone in my dream house with my dream girl. I
don't
mean,
think it's gonna
honestly,
get better.
that's why it's like, look, this is not a period I will ever complain about.
Who's your favorite visual or performing artist and why?
Ooh, okay. The first thing that came to mind is Queensryche. I don't know if you call them a visual performing artist, but they're very theatrical in nature. And because they changed my life. So as a kid, I didn't have big thoughts as a kid. And it wasn't until Queensryche where they made me think about the world and politics and the way things were. And I listened to their tape until it broke. Operation Mindcrime. Anybody, if there are any fans out there, I wanted to get them on the show so badly, but they hate each other. And so apparently that's never going to happen.
One at a time.
Very sad. Very sad about that.
Final question for you, Tom, for the questions of the hour. What do you think about the interview we just had together on the Men of the Hour podcast?
Did a great job, man. I know how much prep goes into making this seem seamless. So mad kudos to you. You're very prepared, which I don't know if the people watching your show know about. You send over or run a show, like you're not for play. And so
that was just for you.
Recognize game.
Recognize game. Thank you for playing this game. Questions of the Hour with Tom Bilyeu. He just had his episode drop at the Men of the Hour podcast. He's everywhere at Tom Bilyeu and at Impact Theory. Be sure to check that out as well. Tom Bilyeu, we will see you in just a moment, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.